Hello, Chip here from 5th Edition Visions once again. And I'm making this video because in my last video, the pre-release primer, if you dare call it a primer, for the Aether Revolt events this weekend, I was looking at the flyers in white. And I made some offhand comment about, oh, two generic and a white. The vanilla flying guy, they're everywhere in Magic the Gathering. And I actually took the time to look that up to see if I could verify my silly statement. And they're not. There's actually only 4 cards that are identical clones of that card in question. So I wanted to take a look at those for you. So let's look at those. Okay, so Shadow Glider, 1 white, 2 generic, flying. So this is a core soldier, and I remember when it came out at the Battle for Zendikar pre-release. Okay, 2/2 flyer if you needed a flyer. But people were talking that if this was an ally, it would have been a lot better in the set because you had the ally triggers happening. So if you had your 2/2 flyer that could trigger ally responses, that would have been fantastic. But no, you didn't get that. You got the core soldier, 2/2 flying. That's how we do it. So another one is the one I talked about at the Aether Revolt video that I did, the Ghirapur Osprey, which made me do this little research into finding the 2/2 vanilla flyers for 2 generic and 1 white. Many airship captains keep pets that share their love of the sky. So this is what triggered my little research into these 2/2 flyer guys, and I was surprised that there were really only 4. Now there's a whole bunch of others, but they have little special abilities, so I didn't really think that counted all that much for the purposes of this video. Let's look at the third one. The third one is Dawn Gryff, which came out with an Eldritch Moon, flying. Okay, so there's really not much. What am I supposed to say here? They're all the same. The picture's different, and you have the flavor text is different. After facing so many horrors, the survivors of Vidin's Parish couldn't comprehend the hope that the Gryff represented. Ooh, interesting. But now, okay, so these are all very recent. They're all from like the previous blocks. But the one coming up is the granddaddy of all of these clones. And it is, you can tell by its generic name, it's called the Wild Griffin. And this goes all the way back to 10th edition. 2/2 flying, 1 white, 2 generic. Farmers typically kept their flocks at 13 sheep, 1 to distract the griffins while they take the other 12 to market. Okay, so nice little flavor text there. So that was reprinted many, many times. You can tell it was earlier in Magic the Gathering history because the name is rather generic. Some people joke that, well, we won't run out of card ideas, but we'll run out of names for Magic. So I looked through all the different versions of Wild Griffin, and this one was my favorite. Wild Griffin, why am I saying this stuff? 2/2 flying. But I love the flavor text. 2 little goblins out in the sun, down came a griffin, and then there was one. Cute little nursery rhyme. So I thought that was cute. And that's from the 2000 starter set. So this one I thought about throwing in, even though it technically has that little bonus because it's a changeling, but it's not really an ability. I mean, I guess it's in Modern Masters and Lauren. 2/2 flying, and it depends on, I guess, how you interpret Chainlink. It's not really an ability. You could say it's a creature everything, which is a lot better than all the other 2/2 flyers because it could, have triggers. But I put that as a nice little coda. But there's plenty of other 2/2 flyers, but those were the ones that were clones of the card I said had lots of clones, and it turns out there were just 4. So who knew? Anyway, hope that wasted about 3.5 minutes of your life, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering. See you later. Bye-bye.